Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back with another recording of Hearthstone. So, in an effort to maintain 3 recordings, which we need to do, in fact we probably should even go for more. We don't have any more quests to do, but we're going to continue playing. And since we're playing the priest, sadly we were playing the priest last recording, but we're going to stick with it because we're at 52 and we're trying to go up levels. Once we get the priest max leveled, then we would have 3 of the 9 cards, 3 of the 9 characters at max level, which would be nice. It'd be nice if all 9 were at the max level. Like I said, to just save time, I made a second account, so when I get those watch and learn quests, I can just watch myself playing. Since it's really hard, I don't have enough friends. It takes too much time for a YouTuber to sit here all day and sit there and go, is this guy really going to be on here or not? Because they'll say that they're here, but they're away for 2 hours or in battle.net, but not in Hearthstone. And so all of that makes it very difficult to sit there to try that. Now that doesn't mean I'm gonna put a link to my alternate account. That account is only for me to watch myself play for it. It doesn't have anywhere near the cards. It doesn't have any of the things. But in doing that, what I wanted to mention is I was playing on the Android cell phone and it felt like the new intro to playing Hearthstone has been improved. It feels like there is a new intro from what I played when I first played it. When I first played it, I think you just did played as the mage against the innkeeper in one game. Now it was like 5 little submissions where you have very limited number of cards that are specifically made. There's extra audio, which means that the files for it is pretty big. It explains why it is about 1 gigabyte of data on the cell phone version, is because they have to have these extra audio pieces and they have to this special beginning thing always available, which it shouldn't be. It should be if you click I'm new, it says 1 moment downloading this, or because you've already done it. But then maybe it deletes those files after you've done it once. I don't know. You basically have to delete all the files to put on a different account on your cell phone. So that is also the problem, is no multiple accounts, which means I can't now play my real account on my cell phone, which I rarely ever did that anyways. So no real problem there. Also, I need to make a correction. Last episode, I said around the 1st, I may be running out of AAA title games. I looked at my Steam account, and I don't think that's gonna happen around after the 1st, like January 2016. When I looked again and saw the other games I have, like, because I have the whole BioShock trilogy, and I have all of the Tomb Raider games, which I'd forgotten about. So when I really looked at it and thought about it, yes, that will eventually happen, but it's not going to happen.
How many fingers do you see?
Anytime soon. So I don't need to be super worried about that. It will eventually happen, and I definitely need and appreciate donations in either the form of games or the form of a donation so I can buy games myself. Oh, this is not gonna work well. This is not gonna work at all, is it?
Fine, I'll heal.
Does this hurt?
How did I get so defeated? I don't know. What was I not paying attention, or did they just play really well?
My magic will tear you apart.
So, yeah, interesting that you can't go back and play the beginning again. I wish there was. I wish there was a way where you could go, like, to the options. Show me the tutorial again. They also have this nearby players friends list thing that means even if you haven't friended somebody and they're on the same network, I think that is what it means if they're on the same network, not if they're geographically near you. Actually, they will just show up, which is kind of a cool idea for a coffee shop if you were gonna go sit at a Starbucks and just challenge people who are playing Hearthstone. But I'm not sure how many people really are gonna go to like a Starbucks and play Hearthstone. That's probably a pretty low number. You'd have to go to a gaming, like a, what are those called? Places where there's a bunch of computers where people go play computer games that aren't very popular in America, but they're popular elsewhere. And they would have to still pretty much have a Hearthstone night or have a very active Hearthstone player base that anybody would go to one of those centers and be playing that game. Usually it's all Dota or StarCraft or something like that. So we take this, we heal this, it gets this one stronger, and we attack this, and the turn. Good. So if I could get these two up to about 12, I think in 3 turns I could win, if they can't defeat them or block them. Well, that's definitely blocking them. Two more mana crystals. What's he gonna do with that? Oh, he's gonna get him up to 5. Well, that sucks. Fortunately, I have a solution for this.
Face the light. Face the light.
Oh man, I could have healed this one and done more damage. Slight mistake there. Don't think it's gonna be a problem. There's a lot less stress when you don't have any actual quests to do. When you're just sitting here playing. I don't do a lot of this. Usually when I'm recording something, it's just that and nothing else. When I'm doing a recording session. Heal this one.
In the light's name.
Alright.
Face the light.
That probably wasn't the best thing to do. I could have killed this guy, and I should have killed this guy. Why didn't I kill that guy? Oh, that was dumb. That's an oops.
Well
Not
played.
quite what was planned.
Okay, that's fine. That is totally fine, though. I can still win this easily. Let's see. Just go ahead and attack this.
Job's done.
So you can either attack this guy or this guy. Either way, I can summon this guy and heal him. Unless he kills this guy and doesn't take any damage whatsoever. Nope, even that wouldn't help him.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
Alright. Do I want to heal that? No, I don't. I'll
How
take
many
this,
things do you see?
heal this, attack
Job's done.
in the turn. So if he doesn't kill my two guys, I can play this and get this guy up to a 8/8
Behold
and
the
win.
might of Stormwind!
How would I win? Well, what I would have done is attacked with this guy on this guy and made him more powerful by now. I would right now use this to kill this guy. I'd use this to kill this guy, use this to kill this guy. Not actually kill this guy, just damage him. And then use the other one to get him lower. Alright. We want this,
Embrace the void.
and then we'll just go ahead and kill this,
In the light's name.
and we'll go ahead and kill this. And that leaves them with just that, which I think works nicely. Let's see. Next turn I can summon this, and then if he doesn't kill this, use this on the face. From this point, I would probably try to kill this. Maybe hit the face if I was just not paying enough attention. Hopefully I would have seen how well I was playing by now.
Are you afraid of the dark?
Face the light.
This,
Feel my
and
pain.
this, and he's totally lost now. At this point, I cannot win. You can't do 13 damage with 3 cards. I just don't see it.
Handle it!
And unless I could kill this guy and this guy, there's not any way. Alright, let's play this here. This will be funny. And kills them, then does the bananas after the game is over, and then wins. Victory. Great. So we're just slowly edging up here, as far as experience. In fact, we might not be getting much of any on casual. Maybe it would be wise to play on ranked. Let's watch our energy bar after this game and see how much experience we're really
Shall be
getting.
mine.
The light shall bring victory.
Now, inherently, when going back to 3 episodes, I don't have enough to talk about in 3 episodes. That is definitely a problem.
Why do you go?
I just don't. Enough stuff doesn't happen. What's going on right now is I'm recording Overlord. I'm trying really hard to get that done in time so I can have it scheduled and out in the right time slot. If I don't make that time slot, I will just leave what is already scheduled there to air and then put Overlord afterwards, which would kind of suck but not be the end of the world. I am certainly not at the point where I'm in danger of potentially missing a time slot and having nothing there. I'm just trying to schedule things better. This is the first time I've ever had to say, I've ever checked and said, oh no, I should release Overlord before the new Overlord comes out, not months after, a month after it comes out. Now that I'm starting to look at the start dates and the end dates of these series, also, that's where my old system really fails now that I think about it. My old system was I would upload a Hearthstone episode, like an Isaac episode and an FTL episode, all so that the same day it was released, it would all be together and in that order. That really doesn't let you see when the series is going to end. And now that we're ahead and I can practically record the entire series, have it completely done, and be absolutely certain as to when it's going to end. I can now say, oh yeah, that works good, or that doesn't work. I should release the episodes quicker, or that that doesn't work. I should release the episodes later because of some reason. Later is an interesting thought that probably wouldn't come up very often, but it certainly could.
In the light's name.
In that turn. So now that I'm getting a longer range picture by scheduling things and seeing, really helps. It's a little less difficult, but only slightly, to reschedule than it is to originally schedule. There's a lot of work in both of it, but if something is in the right time slot, you kind of can do a few things to fix that. See, do I want to play this? I guess I have to. Go ahead and hit the face. Have I played 3 or 4 games? I think this is game 3. We may only go through games though.
Stop yelling!
Just as experiments to see how this all works. Alright.
Feel my pain.
This one, whenever a minion takes damage, summon a 1/1 hit. Okay. In the turn there. Yeah, we're gonna win this. We can go in one more after this. I wonder how far most TV stations go ahead. They probably go as far ahead as they can.
In the light's name.
Let's see.
You win it this time.
I win this time, good. Man, is it getting anything or is it just stuck? Right there. Let's play a ranked game. I think I need to play a ranked game. I don't think there's any casual players at level 15, 52 for this. That didn't feel like it went up any at all. Maybe I'm winning too often and they're not giving me experience because of that, or I don't know. I don't know what the deal there would be.
Anduin versus
It,
Jaina.
it kind of destroys their worthy
asked
opponent
for it.
claim
The
if they're
light
saying
shall bring victory.
there aren't anybody that are actually worthy opponents on casual, thus I don't deserve the experience. It could also be that it's just ticking up at such a small number, it's not even showing anymore. 52 is close to the end. Still 8 levels away, but it's pretty
In
close.
the light's name.
Here we go. I think if we can keep this thing alive, we'll be fine. Now, ideally, I want him to do a spell for 2 mana that would do some major damage. But that's not gonna work. So we will instead do
Face the light.
this, and then this, and then in the turn. Now if this one attacks me, it will die. If it attacks here, that's fine. Next move is to put Valen's Chosen on it.
Someday I'll be just like you.
I wish I had Prophet Valen. I hadn't realized that. Look, if you had Prophet Valen and Valen's Chosen on it, I wonder if that would work well. Almost certainly would. Alright. Do I want to heal or do I just want to do this? And
Face the light.
let's see. Hit this. Oh man. Should I play this right now? No, I'll just end the turn. Oh wait.
Tazdingo! Yes!
Alright, so we summon this,
In the light's name.
and then we play this, and then
Face the
we
light.
attack here. And then we end the turn still. Still ending the turn. I want to play this next. Alright. So this should work.
In the light's name.
And then this should work.
Are
This
you
should come out.
afraid of the dark?
And
Face
then
the light.
18 to
Face
the
the light.
face. And the turn. Triple Light Warden going on here. I could do quadruple. I don't think I can get more than 4 Light Wardens. I mean,
My
I could
magic will tear you
potentially
apart.
copy it and
You
use the
win
same.
this.
But if I did that clone thing. Let's watch his level. See, it did go up a little bit, so I guess I do need to play on ranked. Either that or I didn't see it go up because I had my mouse over it before. So maybe we'll get lucky and play on ranked some more. Next time we'll have the Tavern Brawl. We'll be back next recording session. We're at 27:05 in our goal. That is definitely nice. Let's see. I wanted to talk about, let's see if I can get the program up without messing up the recording. I don't think this is gonna mess it up. If I bring up the plugin for Hearthstone deck tracker, there is this plugin called the collection tracker, and let's talk about a few numbers before we wrap up. It tells you it at least sort of knows what cards I have. I've gotten a few since I've updated this, I think, unless it's automatically tracking that, which I doubt it is. It says of the classic set, I have 173 out of 188 cards. I'm gonna have to get a little bit closer to my screen to read these numbers. The font is too small and I'm too far away. So, of the desired cards, I haven't marked anything as desired. So I think the only thing I marked as desired is there's a setting saying I want regular cards, not gold cards. I have, unsurprisingly, 0 gold cards. So it does track gold cards in this. If I open and... Oh, let me go back a minute. I was reading common cards. So I have 173 of 188 common classic cards. If I open a pack, there is a 44.6 chance of getting a non-golden common card. Excuse me. There is a 43.63% chance of getting a rare, an 18.22% chance of getting a epic, and a 4.34 of getting a legendary. Those are all new cards versus the odds of getting a just any cards that the deck has. So when it gets to the total, which we'll just talk about the totals because that's too much numbers and I'm sitting here on a blank screen. I have 304 total classic cards out of 457. So I need 153 more. The odds when I open a new pack that I will get, I guess, at least one new card is 79.02%. So that's pretty good. The odds that I'll get, I guess, a desired card as I'm hovering over it is 80.82%. So I don't know why the desired cards are higher than the others, because the only thing I'm desiring is not golden cards. To get a golden card in total, I have right now a 15.27% chance. I hope all these numbers are accurate, or at least somewhat accurate. The average amount of dust from duplicates I will get for not desired cards, which includes gold, is 50 dust. Where on average, if I just keep the golds, I'll get 39 dust. And to get the entire classic collection, I would need 72,000 dust right now. So that is not realistic. It is completely unrealistic to build an entire collection using dust. That is silly, unless you just have that much dust sitting around. Now to get a full gold collection is like, I can't read it because it's written in gold, 428,800 dust. So almost 500,000 gold uh, dust to get a full gold classic collection from where I am now, which means it would only be more. Let's talk about goblins versus gnomes though. Now, in total, the classic collection has 457 cards, where the goblins versus gnomes section only has 226. And I have 144 of those already. No goldens, because we're getting rid of the goldens. The odds of me getting a non-golden that I want is 55.3% chance. It is actually considerably lower than I'm going to get a card I don't have, because there just aren't as many cards in Goblins versus Gnomes. So if the choice is I want to get new cards, just new cards, I would pay the classic card collection over the Goblins versus Gnomes, because I have almost all the Goblins versus Gnomes. In fact, I have all the commons. I have 80 out of the 80 common cards. So there is a 0% chance of getting a non-golden common. The only thing I could get would be goldens if I was going to start doing that. And if I filled out the Goblins versus Gnomes thing, I guess that would be where I'd want to start going towards. But I really think I would rather fill out all the collections first. So 80% chance of getting something you want with a common, 57.93% chance to get what I want as far as goblins versus gnomes. The average amount of dust is just the same, 39 or 50 if I disenchant golds, 39 if I don't. So I think probably 39 is just about the average dust you would get no matter what right now. To get the entire collection in basic would cost 46,600 dust, which is considerably less than the classic. And to get the gold is 236, I think is what it says, thousand dust, which is still considerably less than the classic collection, but still way too much dust. You never have that much dust. You're lucky if you can get it up to a couple hundred. And then the grand tournament has 244 cards in total. So Goblins vs. Gnomes 226, just about 20 more for the grand tournament. I have 158. I already have more grand tournament cards than I do Goblins vs. Gnomes. I guess that's because I played the grand tournament more, or just got more packs somehow. I don't know. Well, no, because I opened 50 packs is why. That makes sense. I have like 1 legendary, 7 epics, 58 rares, and 92 commons. I still am missing 6 commons. There are 98 regular commons. I really like this collection tracker app. I don't know if it's keeping up to date, though, is my fear. This may be just telling me numbers of when I ran it, which was a couple of weeks ago, which means it would be slightly off, but not by much. The odds that I would get a desired card for the grand tournament is 70.94. So as we get more and more classic cards, the odds are going to go down that we can get what we're looking for, and eventually the grand tournament is going to be the better deal. Then Goblins versus Gnomes will become the better deal as we get more grand tournament cards. And inherently that's what the collection tracker app is telling you, is it's giving you a lot of numbers to just show you how just to show you which pack you should purchase if you're going to purchase just one. Average dust per pack on the grand tournament is 38 instead of 39, or 48 if I dissolve gold ones. And to get the entire collection is 50,840, and to get the entire collection in gold is 247,200, which is only slightly more than Goblins versus Gnomes, unsurprisingly. and that's the 3 card packs. I like this plugin, it helps. So I've tried 2 plugins, Arena Helper and Collection Tracker. Let's see what happens when I click this. I know you're not seeing any of this. There's a manage your collection thing here, and it just pops up a sidebar and shows you like all the missing cards that you don't have. So in theory you could go back and reset it, but I wouldn't bother with that. I would do it once in a while and just have it automatically does it. It's a really cool setup because it goes in here and it tells you to do some steps. So you're right here. Then it will take control of the mouse, sit here and type in something like Moonfire. Really fast, and then hit enter. And what it will do is it will be able to read the log files or just read the screen and see if you have to, see if they're in gold, and see all of that. And then it will go X, and then it will do the next thing, like claw. And just really fast, it will go through here. And it must type things, it must have figured out how to type things just correctly so that it only says claw. Because here we have Druid of the Claw and Claw, and it somehow knows a way to differentiate that. So I don't even know how you would do that, but it does do it. It's really cool to watch, but you can't hit the controller or anything or you mess it up. And it takes it's still going very fast. It takes it quite a while to do it. So I would only update my collection after purchasing massive amounts of packs or anything like that, just to get a general idea. It's not super built into Hearthstone Deck Tracker being a plugin, so I kind of wish it was eventually just integrated into the system and they go, oh yeah, we can see that you bought a pack right there, we can add that to your collection, and I'm not sure it's doing that. Anywho, that was a little bit of a distraction, I hope, of me just talking. I probably need to do at some point, once I have a free second, go back and try and redo a new version of reinstalling Hearthstone Deck Tracker, show the new setup for all of that, because that is one video that it gets a lot of views, and I don't know if I want to really cannibalize my own videos, but when I made that video, Hearthstone Deck Tracker's layout looked different, but it works exactly the same, so the setup still works. Anywho, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.